Hey guys, what's up? This is Edgemister, and today I'm debuting a new Destiny 2 series. This is my third time recording it. I've been rambling on. I get lost sometimes because I don't actually have definitive script, so let's hope that this is the good version. Anyways, today I wanted to start a series where I talk about things I'd like to see in Destiny 2. Not necessarily my complaints with it, because everyone else has been doing that recently, and I'd just be kind of doing what everyone else does. Probably saying the same things too, except for I kind of agree with locked roles on stuff. And that's why I'm going into mods. Today I'm just going to dive into armor mods. I'm saying what I want the armor mods to be like. And yeah, I have a whole list of concept mods that would be really awesome to put into the game. And there's some that I'm kind of missing out on. Like, I haven't thought up any raid mods. It'd be really cool to have some raid exclusive mods, like maybe one that gives you bonus agility in the Gauntlet part of the Leviathan raid, for example. That would be really cool. But I'm just kind of doing in general, like just mods that'll drop from everywhere, how mods will work, and I think they should completely redesign mods. So first of all, because it's completely redesigned, they're gonna have to do something with these current mods. And I'd say, first of all, taking them all down from legendary to rare or uncommon. I know we don't have any uncommon mods, but that's gonna be part of my mod changes. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, take all that away, as well as take away some of the current mods and maybe replace them. For example, weapon counterbalance mods that we have for like all your power ammo, all your everything basically. All those have to go. I actually have that, where is it, here in my list of mod ideas, which I will be putting on the screen when I talk about them individually. The counterbalance mod is going to be a Gauntlet exclusive mod, and it's only going to affect certain weapons, example auto rifles, whatnot, and this is just because I want it to be more of like a specialized kind of thing. I want mods to be specialized. I want mods exclusive to helmets, gauntlets, boots, chest plates, class items. That's going to be everything in the part of my mod redesign kind of idea here. So first of all, you may be thinking, why would I want to waste my one mod slot on an auto rifle counterbalance mod when, like, I only use auto rifles like 50% of the time? Like, what is this, Edge? What are you trying to pull here? I have a few concepts here I made over in Photoshop. The first one has simply just 4 different mods. This would be what I would like probably the most. However, this would probably be the hardest for Bungie to actually balance. So I kind of doubt they'd do this, but this is what I'd really like to see. I have a second design here of what Bungie is probably more likely to do, which is give us also 4 mod slots, but you can only pick 2. As you can see, I made a nice perk tree here, so you can only pick 1 in the first tree, 1 in the second tree. I've also made one with 6 possible mods, so you can have a little bit more customization. You can use your gauntlets or your boots or anything for more things. Like you can maybe have 2 raid exclusive perks, 2 PvP perks for PvE, or maybe some trials exclusive perks, who knows. And then I decided why not give you a perk tree for shaders as well, so you can put 3 different shaders in your stuff, and maybe you have a few different full sets for trials or for the raid or whatever. And maybe you're kind of a style customization freak and you want to switch up your stuff at will, and you want your trials geared loadout to look different than your raid loadout, but you still want it to look fashionable. But maybe they use the same boots, have kind of a tree for shaders, so you can mix and match. So maybe you use one shader on your trial set, and then you switch up the perks and your shader for your raid set. That's kind of my concept for this, and I do have another concept, a final concept of what I think Bungie would most likely do, and I'll get to that in a second here after I talk about, well, the mods. So the first thing I want is mod tiers. I want all mods, except for mods dropping endgame activities such as raids, trials, etc., to be uncommon and go all the way up to exotic. Obviously, you'd only be able to have 1 exotic mod equipped on each weapon or piece of armor at the same time. Again, this whole mod tiers applies to armor and weapons. However, I will be talking only about armor in this video. And maybe you have gunsmith challenges, that daily gunsmith challenges, and maybe they bring back bounties, and he has a bunch of bounties that you can go burn through, and by completing these you'll get mod upgrade tokens, and these will allow you to upgrade your mods from uncommon, rare, legendary, and eventually exotic. And you'll have just the base mod upgrade, which will upgrade your uncommons to rares and your rares to legendaries, and then you'll have a small chance, but a good chance, in harder activities like maybe maybe you have gunsmith raid challenges that'll have a pretty high chance of dropping exotic upgrades, and then you'll be able to upgrade your mods to exotic. And by upgrading your mods, you're going to increase the effectiveness of that mod. Maybe it means that the counterbalance will be more powerful, and the base counterbalance is not very good. Maybe it means that your weapon reload mods will reload your guns even faster. And maybe it might just make things last longer or give extra stuff. Some of them probably won't matter as much, and some of them are going to be wastes to kind of put on, but it still gives you some progression in your weapon, since that was taken away with all your perks being unlocked right when you obtain the gun. You know, it kind of gives more progression, like, oh, I got this gun, I'm going to equip all these mods, and I'm going to start to upgrade them, and it gives more like a progression thing to your weapons. And I could see them not actually doing this though. It might be very hard to balance. I wouldn't be sad if they didn't do this, but I'd like that progression. And then we also have power mods. Let me open up the final concept image that I made. As you can see, there's kind of that blue mod slot there. That's where the power mod's gonna go. So I'm guessing what they could do is they could replace all the kinetic power mods with just regular power mods that you have. So if you have a bunch of kinetic power mods already, those are gonna be your power mods, and that's how you're gonna get the +5 power on each gear. So you're gonna have that on everything. So you're gonna be grinding for mods to give extra perks to your armor and weapons, and then you're also gonna be grinding for power mods. And I don't have a concept in how these are obtained, but I'm assuming probably also from gunsmith challenges. Maybe he has weekly challenges that give you packs of like 6 of these. Maybe he had on reset, you can get them some other way. Maybe there's certain activities that drop them. Maybe raids have a chance to drop them from chests. That would be kind of cool. And yeah, these would give you +5 power on the piece of gear that you equip it on, just like legendary mods currently do in Destiny 2. And then you also have some other universal mods like stat mods that you can be obtained right now that would not change over, which would be, you know, giving you more mobility or resistance or recovery, and ability mods. So mods that increase your grenade recharge, mods that increase like all that would all stay in the game. That would not change whatsoever. If you had that currently equipped, it'd stay equipped. Obviously if it was legendary, it wouldn't be legendary anymore. And yeah, so that would be the universal mods. Those would be the only mods that you could place on every piece of gear. So if you got a stat mod, you could get gauntlet stat mods, you could get boot stat mods, you can have all that if you really want to. And then you have the exclusive mods. So let me get coming down here. You're gonna see these on the screen. So the helmet mods would give you a chance to generate orbs, and these would be the ways you can generate orbs. By killing Cabal, killing Hive, killing Fallen, killing Vex, killing Taken, and onward, whatever else they add. Sorry about that weird pause there, and knocking and all that. So after all the bonus orbs from killing, you also have bonus orbs from revives. So this will actually also proc in PvP. It could only be revives in PvE if Bungie really wanted it to, but everything else would be completely useless in PvP. I also have another PvP perk here, which is it highlights weak teammates. And that's all of the helmet mods that I have exclusively to helmets. And then next we have the gauntlet mods. We have weapon counterbalances. Like I said, they're already in, but it only affects certain weapons. Example, auto counterbalance, hand counterbalance. We have reload mods. These would be like the Destiny 1 reload mods, where, like I said, it only affects one kind of weapon. So you have auto rifle reload mod, and like a hand cannon reload mod, sniper rifle reload mod. We have weapon equip speed, so that's the swapping speed. So you could have, again, hand cannon, swap speed, all that. And last but not least, the weapon handling mods. So attach that to a sniper rifle and also have snapshot, and it's like an instant zoom in. So yeah, weapon counterbalance, weapon reload, weapon equip speed, and weapon handling. That's for the gauntlets. On to the chestplate mods. We have weapon ammo. Again, that's for each. So that's hand cannon ammo, rocket ammo, sniper ammo, fusion rifle ammo. I'm saying a lot of power weapons because that's what I think is going to be most useful on. And then power ammo chance of dropping, as well as this could also be ammo chance in general. So it could be, you could have a mod on your chestplate that says maybe your kinetic ammo drops more often, or special ammo drops more often. And if they did go ahead and go with the 4 perk tree version, you could have all 3 of these on your chest plates. So you could have all your ammo drop more often, And then for boots, you have faster sprint speed, faster revive speed, faster ammo grab, basically just anything faster. I don't get how revive and ammo has to do with your feet, but I just needed something to give you speed. And then each class item will be different depending on what character you're on. So first of all, we're going to start off with the Titan class items. So the taller shield option will do more damage to opponents. I actually sometimes go up to a boss and I'll put the shield up. Obviously this won't do much in PvP, but in PvE, yeah, like I said, sometimes I put a shield inside a boss just to keep them constantly getting damage for a while the shield's still up. As well as mod where the shorter shield is actually longer. I think that'd be kind of useful in both PvP and PvE. That'd be a pretty interesting mod. Again, if mod tiers were in, you'd have your tall shield dealing even more damage and your shorter shield being even longer. Titan's shield stays longer while active. That's also a perk. That perk could also be interchanged with, or another perk could be your shield has more health. Another thing is more range on the shoulder charge, which would be pretty interesting. As well as Ward of Dawn now gives Weapons of Light, and Ward of Dawn now gives Blessing of Light. So these were Destiny 1 perks that you could just put in the subclass tree. I think this would be really interesting to put on as mods, and maybe you can only have one of them on your class item. You could switch, you had to switch your class item to switch the mod and all that. I think that'd be really interesting. And timed grenades now last shorter but do more damage. That'd be pretty interesting. So that'd be like the pulse grenade would pulse less, but the pulses would do more damage. So that'd make it maybe more or less annoying in PvP and more effective against bosses. That'd be a pretty interesting mod. Kind of has a trade-off. I should have done more mods trade-offs. It makes it more interesting. Maybe there'll be more on your weapons that'll affect stats or whatever. And that's all for the Titan class items. Now onto the Hunter class items. By the way, I kind of wanted each class item mods to kind of correspond with that. So Titan's all about, you know, big massive tank damage, you know, but also defending, shields, all that stuff, and all the mods I feel kind of correspond with that on the Titan. So now onto the Hunter. So decreased dodge cooldown. That would be really good. Hunters are scavengers, they're fast, they're also really squishy. That's kind of what hunters are, so that's what I wanted them to be. So decreased dodge cooldown helps them kind of being fast and dodgy. Faster sprint speed, that will also stack with the boot mod that does the same thing. So if you have faster sprint speed on your hunter class item and on your boots, it'll stack and like you can go crazy fast while sprinting. That would be really cool. Faster movement while aiming down sights. Again, this kind of goes with hunters being gunslingers as well. And then pick up ammo from farther away. That kind of just means like you don't have to be right up next to the ammo brick when you're walking over it to pick it up. This would be pretty useful in the raid or whatnot. Maybe it does that for crests in supremacy. I think that might be a little overpowered, but maybe not, who knows. As well as the last one is pick up ammo by shooting it. Just like the Destiny 1 perk on weapons, that was terrible. But if it was just a mod on your hunter class item, that would be completely fine. You just, oh look, there's some power ammo over there. That'd be really good in the raid. Shoot the power ammo, bam, you get it more. He picks it up. And then for the Warlock class items, so Warlocks, I want them to be, Bungie wants them to be kind of like the magical class. They have all the abilities, all the cool. They're there for support. They're there for their magical abilities. That's basically what the Warlocks are. So I wanted something to do kind of with that. So I have 2 mods per subclass, and they are subclass exclusive for So for the Voidwalker, we have faster blink recovery mod, which would be, well, pretty self-explanatory. If you didn't know how blink works, you get 2 blinks and then there's kind of a cooldown before you can blink again. The faster blink recovery would give you even more blinks, as well as more orbs from Nova Bomb. So that'd be pretty cool. You get more orbs from getting Nova Bomb kills. This would be more useful in PvE, as you could kill large groups of enemies and get just a ton of orbs with this mod on. But in PvP, you'd only kill maybe 1, 2, if you're lucky 3 people, maybe 4. That'd be amazing. But yeah, and then that's all for the Voidwalker ones. Then on for the Stormcaller ones, we have orbs can have a chance to generate from Arc Soul kills. Yeah, so the Arc Soul, which is the thing when you pop down your rift, and then those kind of like sentry turrets go on your teammates. If you get kills with that, then you get orbs from that, guaranteed. As well as more orbs from Stormcaller kills. I think you're seeing a pattern here. So for Dawnblade, more orbs for Dawnblade. That's, yeah. But also fast air ability recovery. Basically, you have 2 air abilities depending on which subclass tree you go onto. The first one's an in-air dodge, and the second one's kind of like you fall back down and take no damage. ability, so those will cool down faster, and yeah, that's the mod. Anyways, that's kind of all of my mod ideas for Armour. So basically give us somewhat weaker mods, but let us put a bunch of mods on our gear. And yeah, so this is my final concept of what I kind of want Bungie to put in there. So 2 mods, so I could go on my gauntlet and I could put hand cannon reload and hand cannon equip speed, or hand cannon handling, whatever, if I wanted like some grid hand cannon stuff. But if I'm not using a hand cannon, I could switch to like more agility and maybe scout rifle reload, who knows. And maybe there's some raid perks I could go on to. Just give me some customization, as well as giving me 3 options for shaders, so I can put 3 different shaders on 1 piece of gear and choose which one I want to be active. That's really it about my concept here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share this with Bungie if you have any chance to. I'm going to put this on the Bungie creations page as well. Hopefully they see this, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. In the comments, put what you would like to see from Destiny 2 and I might make a video on it. Obviously, I have yet to cover weapon mods. I have yet to come up with something for weapon mods, but I also want to talk about randomized roles, why they may not work in Destiny 2, how they possibly could. Kind of wish list on that, wish list on activities, Destiny 2 wish list on pretty much any feature that you can think of. I have a really cool concept idea for the return of Prison of Elders that might be fun, as well as maybe strike scoring back from Destiny 1, a few things back from Destiny 1, maybe some different things of vault spaces. I have a lot of cool ideas that I want to put in this, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Hold on just a second here. So it turns out I have a little bit more time in terms of gameplay that I have for this video, so I decided to talk a little bit more here. I know Bungie have stated that they are going to make mods more interesting. I already know that. That's kind of why I did this video, and to begin with, I didn't explain that originally, so I decided to kind of explain it now instead. Yeah, I just want you guys to enjoy this gameplay. I just wanted to say that. Also, this week Bungie came out while I was editing this, so I decided to kind of read that, and it turns out that the weekly reset is actually changing times. So now whenever, let's say, Iron Banner comes out, or Trials, whatever time that comes out for you, that's also going to be the weekly reset time. That means that you're going to have a little bit more time to complete your stuff before the reset on Curse of Osiris, and then after that it'll be resetting later, like all the time. I know for a fact this is going to really affect people in places like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, people over there, just because they're always like a day ahead, and this is going to set them back even more. I believe this will be sometime in the afternoon it'll actually reset, which is really, really weird, but we'll see how this all plays out. That's really the biggest news that's come out of this week at Bungie. And yes, so just really, I'm going to say this again, if you really want to show what you, well, just go in the comments and tell me what you want and for in this game, and I might make a video on it, who knows. This video actually took a long time to edit. I'm still in the process of editing it right now, and yeah, so I'm not going to be making these kind of videos every day, obviously, but it's just some idea for content in this game, because if you've noticed, I haven't really been uploading recently, and that's because I have no drive, and I have really no ideas for a series. Now obviously, if this video doesn't do very well and it's not really well received, then I'm not going to do more, just because of how much work I had to put into this. But if it does get really popular and you guys really enjoy this, I will probably 100% make more of these. Anyways, yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I don't know how much gameplay I have, I'm just talking, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.